rasp2gain, motivating teachers and trainers, and I trust that you have enjoyed so much. And the outcomes depends on what you've grasped from the session. And in a short while, after my summary here, I will ask each one of you to tell me in few words what has stood out most to you. You may just read from your feedback questionnaire there. So rasp2gain has come here to stay, and the main purpose is to motivate teachers and trainers, coaches, in any form of human development, anybody involved in human development. I believe that this project is very essential. We want people to be retained in their profession, to achieve in their profession, to succeed, and they can progress to other levels. And that whole aspect is called gain, which is why our company is called rasp2gain. And this project is borderless. It can work anywhere in the world where teachers and trainers do exist. Thank you very much.
I was saying, like, why I love working with people, and you know, I want to see them succeed. I want to raise them up, you know, especially like I work with a lot of young girls, and in a sense I see them as mine. You know, I'm quite protected of them. You know, I want them to raise their aspirations, and I want them to raise their own standards of living. You know, just because where you've come from, you know, it doesn't have to dictate where you're going to go in life at all. And I suppose that as well, that also goes into my purpose, because I want to be the best that I can be, and by doing that, I'll be a great role model to others.
Later on, after Tutorial 1000, I went on to do volunteering for YMCA, which had courses which they offered in the community. So, and that tied in with what I'm doing now at CPA College, and it's more than a job for me, because I really like what I do, and I'm able to go beyond what I'm capable of, because my heart is set on the type of job.
Fantastic.
I think I love what I do.
Yeah.
Then secondly, it's easier for me. One of my problems when I've gone through school was that I found that people make school difficult, and most of the lessons were becoming like impossible for me. So my job was to try and make lessons simpler, and I've embarked on simplifying whatever I learn and then put it to the students in a simpler way, and I think it has been very successful, and many people give me this feedback that what sounded very difficult, if I teach it or give it out, it's much easier and people appreciate it. And I think that way I'm happy that I have defeated that notion that school must be difficult for people. I think the idea that teachers should value themselves, or trainers should value themselves, I think stood out for me, because I have understood that many people who teach are complaining from my experience, and this just tells me that there is a lot that people can discover about themselves from the presentation today. And then the next thing I discovered also through our interaction now is that you can either cause harm or good. So better to sit in a session like this one to learn about what best thing you can do and to avoid harm. And for me, this was an opener before, because I'm now 3 or 4 years in teaching. I'm usually teaching master's students. And to know that I can impact them that either positively or negatively, I think makes me now choose my words when I teach.
It's great because I also, you know, people also get to ask questions that you don't think of. And it, you know, it broadens your mind and it broadens your knowledge, and it opens my eyes to like other new possibilities and other ways of learning. I also find it was great to think of go back to why I do what I do, because you know that really kind of really sets the foundation. It really gets you to think if this is what you want to do, and it starts you get you thinking again of, you know, the fulfilling the purposes of why I do what I do, and it's left me feeling really motivated. So thank you very much.
Fantastic. Can I ask last question?
Yes.
What sort of area are you? Are you a school teacher or secondary school teacher?
I'm an independent trainer in such but I teach dance. So I teach dance to mainly inclusion projects. That's usually young people who don't access mainstream activities. I work alongside like the youth service and Coventry Sport and Futures to support young people.
Fantastic, because this program is also available for candidates and students. You think it's something that you can recommend to them?
Yes, definitely.
Fantastic.
Yes, I think it'd be awesome.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
I felt very motivated throughout the presentation. You really helped me understand how learning is placed out. As you said, it's like a seed that grows, and we don't stop learning as individuals. Every day is a learning process, and we're actually investing. We're investing in another person when we teach them and tutor them, and we're also training the generations to come, because they will find out about us through their teaching, and it's helped me go forward in my career. And what I enjoyed most about the session was the interactivity, knowing what everybody does, and understanding our purpose in the field. And I would definitely recommend the session to everyone.
Fantastic, that's great. Simran, can I ask you what sort of profession are you involved in a form of training?
Yes, so I'm involved in marketing at CPA College, and I'm involved in training in ICT.
Okay, CT, fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Is it to your students? This motivation was for trainers and teachers and coaches. Is this kind of thing? Our time, we need now to live on better.